Hello children, how are you all? So we have enjoyed the last poem, that is the Robin's song, right? How beautifully it sang songs and till the end of the life, praising the God, how God has given the life to it, right? So today another very interesting one. Interesting in the sense, yeah, of course all are interesting I am telling. But this is the different type of thinking. So this was the lesson. It is the father's presence. In father's presence, how do you behave in your father's presence? You are very quiet, good boy, right? Do you shout, or else do you behave notoriously before your father? No. Right? You are somewhat, what can we say, that is, if you are very talkative, or else you shout at your mom like this also, but father at home means all your mouths are shut up, right? Yes. So now here, very interesting and humorous lesson. Humorous means very entertaining. So what is this? So it was written by R.K. Narayan. That's why I am telling it's very entertaining one. R.K. Narayan. R.K. Narayan means, R.K. means Rasipuram Krishna Swami Narayan. You don't have about him in this lesson. But R.K. Narayan, very famous writer from Tamil Nadu. But very interesting fact about him, Actually, because of R.K. Narayan's stories, how he had written, he explained a beautiful place in his stories, that is Malgudi days. Gandhiji's Malgudi days we have, R.K. Narayan's Malgudi days also we have. Actually, he mentioned Malgudi in his stories, a beautiful place where there is no sin, no crime. So everyone leading very pleasant, no sorrowful, no sad things like that. Almost like heaven he created. So in those days, most of the foreigners who read his stories, those people, when they visited India, they tried to go to that Malgudi place. So when they came to India, they were shocked to hear the news that Malgudi is the creation of the other. There is no place like Malgudi on the earth. So like how he described in his stories, like this we can understand. So most of the people wanted to see that place. So really the place is there on the earth, like that he created in his stories. Okay, ma'am? So, a great writer, number of stories he had written, especially about Hindu culture, Indian culture, not Hindu, Indian culture and mythology. To the worldwide, who spread over means one of the important persons in that, nothing but R.K. Narayan. So many are there, Malgudi days, man-eater of Malgudi, number of stories are there. So now see, R.K. Narayan is one of the most famous and widely read Indian novelists. So more and more people read about him. So his stories were grounded in a compassionate humanism and celebrated the humor and energy of ordinary life. So normal people, how we are, about us he writes, but very humorously. That means while reading the story, we get a laugh. That is, we enjoy his stories. Like that he writes, and at the same time the values of the relationships and how we behave with the others, everything he had written in his stories. So R.K. Narayan's writing style was marked by simplicity and subtle humor. R.K. Narayan's writing style is very simple one, easily we can understand. At the same time, subtle humor. Subtle humor means directly one meaning and indirectly one more meaning also we get. So that kind of one, so to understand, that kind of humor he created. He told stories of ordinary people trying to live their simple lives in a changing world. So the world is changing. So in that we also should change. For that, while living simply, how we should change ourselves, that he had explained in his stories. So the one is very almost you have idea about this Paramananda Sishyas, how they do the work. So like that here also, while reading the story, we get laugh about this topic. Okay, Nana. So see this lesson, all of you open the lesson and see this. Yes, first one, time to read. That is the first one. Swaminathan. So here the main character is Swaminathan. What is that? Swaminathan. Swaminathan sat in his father's room in a chair with a slate in his hand and pencil ready. So see this. Maybe it is a Sunday or any other day. Father make the son to sit and do the work what he gives. So are you ready to do it? Father is going to give some question, means dad, I have done it and later I'll do it, right? No, don't you have fear about your father? What he may ask you? No. Oh, very good children. So here Swaminathan sat in his father's room. So in the father's room he sat in a chair. How? With a slate in his hand and a pencil ready. So slate and slate pencil both are ready in his hand. So what? Father held the arithmetic book open and dictated, Rama has 10 mangoes with which he wanted to earn 15 annas. So father had taken the arithmetic books. That is, arithmetic book means nothing but mathematics book he had taken, and he dictated one question from that book. What is that? Rama has 10 mangoes. So that means a seller name is Rama. Rama has 10 mangoes. General questions you get like this. So Rama has 10 mangoes with which he want to earn 15 annas. 10 mangoes, total cost is 15 annas. 15 annas. In those days, annas we have. Later it is changed. You have idea about this? No. Actually, 1 anna equal to, that is 16 annas equal to nowadays 1 rupee. In those days, annas, here 15 annas, that means less than 1 rupee. Nowadays we are not giving value to 1 rupee also, but 100 years ago, 70 years, 100 years ago, at that time, annas, maximum people they used. So 16 annas equal to 1 rupee. 16 annas equal to 1 rupee. Nowadays I think so you have no idea about paisa also. So 1 paisa, 2 paisa, 5 paisa, 10 paisa, 25 NP, 25 paisa, 50 paisa, 8 ana, 4 ana, 12 ana, like this they have. So that is 25 paisa, 50 paisa, 1 rupee, 2 rupee, 5 rupee, like this we have. Maybe nowadays you can see the 1 rupee onwards. But in my childhood days I saw 5 paisa, 10 paisa like this. But we also have no idea about annas, but I have seen the coins, annas. So 16 annas equal to 1 rupee. How it is changed? Almost these changes happen in 100 years, 70 to 100 years. My grandparents, they told so many times, once in their childhood days, 1 anna if they had given, a handful of cashews they have given. A handful of cashews for 1 anna. But nowadays for the 1 rupee do we get handful? 1 rupee means 1 or 2 cashews we get. 1 or 2 also. First of all we can't ask, and if we ask also they couldn't give it. Like this we have, right? So how it is changed, cost of living. So 15 annas. How many mangoes? 10 mangoes for 15 annas. So Krishna wants only 4 mangoes. How much will Krishna have to pay? But out of 10 mangoes, Krishna wants to take only 4 mangoes. Okay, ma? So how much will Krishna have to pay? So total 10 mangoes, 15 annas. Total 10 mangoes, 15 annas means each mango how much cost it is? 1.5 anna. 1.5 anna, right? And now 4 mangoes cost how much it would be? How much? Yes, each one 1.5 means Very good. 4 means 1.5 into 4, 6. 6 annas we get it. He gets, right? So this is the question father had given to Swaminathan. But Swaminathan gazed at this psalm, and every time he read it, it seemed to acquire a new meaning. It seemed to acquire a new meaning. So say this, Swaminathan gazed. Gazed means look steadily. Gazed means looked steadily. So continuously, concentratingly, he looked at that question. What is this question? So, and every time he read it, so he looked at it and he read that one also. And then what happened to him? It seemed to acquire a new meaning. Every time it seemed it was getting acquire a new meaning. Seemed to acquire. Acquire means learn or get, gain. Acquire. Learn or gain. So every time it was gaining new meaning to him. He couldn't understand. So he had the feeling of having stepped into a fearful maze. He had the feeling of having stepped into a fearful maze. So unknown place, like that he stepped, like that he felt. So he felt worried because he couldn't understand the meaning. So how to come out, how to understand. So that is his position. He was completely confused. So his mouth began to water at the thought of mangoes. So first thing, mangoes, he was reading number of times. Then he was getting mouth watering. Wow, very yummy, tasty mangoes. He wondered what made Rama fix 15 annas for 10 mangoes. So first he was surprised. What is the answer? He was not understanding. He was not trying. Simply, why Rama fixed 15 annas for 10 mangoes? He was wondered. He felt wondered about it. What kind of man was Rama? So what kind of man was he? So probably he was like a Shankar. Probably he was like Shankar, another person. Why? Somehow one couldn't help feeling that he must have been like Shankar with his 10 mangoes and his iron determination to get 15 annas. So at any cost, by selling this, like the Shankar also, if he becomes, no one help him. So with 10 mangoes, 15 annas he is trying to get. So that is, how is it possible? His intention to get 15 annas for selling 10 mangoes. It's too much of cost. So he is becoming like a Shankar also, like that he said. If Rama was like Shankar, Krishna must have been like the pea. So P means that is peas, that is peas means batani, like this we can say. So we green peas or else yellow peas, you have idea, na? So like that. So if Rama was like Shankar, so even Rama also like Shankar, if he is selling for more cost, Krishna must have been like the pea. So that is, a Krishna must have been like a small seed, like that he becomes. Here Swaminathan felt an unaccountable sympathy for Krishna. How sad it is. He is going to buy like this for this too much of cost. Why is he spending that much of amount like that? He started to feel sorrow on the Krishna. Why? That is unaccountable. Unaccountable means required or expected to justify actions or decisions. Responsible. Okay, ma? Unaccountable. Unaccountable, that means unaccountable means we cannot account it, na? So that means required or expected. Required or expected to justify actions. To justify actions. So how sorrow thing it is, how sad it is. This Rama was selling these mangoes for this caste, and Krishna has become peace in that. So he was buying that much of cost, those mangoes for that much of high cost. Like that, he felt very worried on the Krishna. So, and have you done the sum? Father asked, looking over the newspaper he was reading. So father gave the question to him and do the answer, and then he started to read the newspaper. Father started to read the newspaper. But meanwhile, did he do the answer? No. But what is he doing? He couldn't understand the question. That's why he started to think, why Rama fixed 15 annas for 10 mangoes? Why is he becoming like Shankar? If both are like that, means why this Krishna is going to tempt those mangoes, buy the mangoes from him? Like this, he was thinking about that. So then father asked, have you done your sum? So that he asked, Father, will you tell me if the mangoes were ripe? So, Father, you told me this one, but suppose if the mangoes were ripe, those we cannot eat. So what about that? He asked. Father regarded him for a while, and a smile remarked, do the sum first. I will tell you whether the fruits were ripe or not afterwards. So first father firmly he looked at him, and later what he got the doubt, for that little bit smile he got it. First you do the sum, Nana, then I will tell you whether those fruits are ripe or not. So ripen or unripen, I will tell you afterwards. First to do the sum, how much he should pay for the 4 mangoes that he asked. So Swaminathan felt utterly helpless. Utterly helpless. Swaminathan felt utterly. Utterly means completely. Utterly helpless. That means completely helpless. So completely helpless. If only father would tell him whether Rama was trying to sell ripe fruits or unripe ones. So then he thought about it. Yes, if father says whether those are Rama was selling ripe fruits or unripe fruits, then only I can get the answer. Like that he thought. So of what avail would it be to tell him afterwards? So what happens, what benefit to him afterwards if he says, why doesn't he say now? If he says I can get the answer now, like that he thought. So he felt strongly that the answer to the question contained the key to the whole problem. So he felt very strongly that the answer to the question, very deeply he thought that answer to the question contained the key to the whole problem. So getting the answer to that question is only the main thing to the total problem that he thought. So it would be scandalous to expect 15 annas for 10 unripe mangoes. 15 annas for 10 unripe mangoes, it is a scandalous. Scandalous means causing general public outrage. So that is taking everything from the public. So scandalous. Scandalous means causing general public outrage. Right now, so that is it would be scandalous to expect 15 annas for 10 unripe mangoes. So it is completely the public, they are very much interested in it. That's why he is trying to earn the money from the public weak point. So but even if he did it, wouldn't be unlike Rama, whom Swaminathan was steadily beginning to hate and invest with the darkest qualities. So, but even if he did, suppose if he had done like that, it wouldn't be unlike Rama. So it may not be like, it may be like Rama. So whom Swaminathan was steadily beginning, so continuously from the beginning to hate and invest with the darkest qualities. So then Swaminathan was thinking, so why is he trying to get this kind of amount from the public? So almost he is cheating the public by selling those too much of cost, like that he was thinking. So beginning to hate and invest. Why did he invest that much of amount on the dark mangoes? So that he was thinking about why he fixed only. But here just a question asked father, how much it would be. So, father, I cannot do the sum. Swaminathan said, pushing away the slate. So, by pushing that slate, so father, I cannot do the sum, that he said. So, what's the matter with you? You can't solve a simple problem in simple proportion. Yes, simple problem, it's simple proportion. So 10 mangoes, 15 annas means 1 plus half, 1 and half each one. So then 4 means 4 and 1 and half. So like that we can. So can't you do this one? What's the matter with you? So can't you solve this simple problem also? The father asked the Swaminathan. So we are not taught this kind of thing in our school. So we are not taught this kind of things in our school. We don't have this kind of sums, that he said. So get the slate here. I will make you give the answer now. So I will explain the answer. How is it? So get the slate here. So Swaminathan waited with interest for the miracle to happen. So Swaminathan waited. Yes, father is going to explain me some miracle should happen. Miracle means extraordinary thing. Miracle means an extraordinary thing. So some extraordinary thing is going to happen, like that he was waiting. So, and father studied the sum for a second and asked, what is the price of 10 mangoes? So once again father read the total question and asked, yes, what is the cost of price of 10 mangoes? What is that? How much it is 10 mangoes he fixed for? 15 annas. So Swaminathan looked over the sum to find out which part of the sum contained an answer to the question. So yes, where is the answer? Where is the answer? Which part of the question will be the answer? That means he thought already the key is in the question only, na? So where is the key? Where is the answer? Like that he started to search for that. And then he said, I don't know. Simply he said, I don't know. So you seem to be an extraordinary idiot. So now read the sum. Come on, how much does Rama expect for 10 mangoes? So you are looking like very stupid idiot. This one also can't you understand? So now read the sum. Come on here and read it. How much does Rama expect for 10 mangoes? So Rama, how much he fixed for 10 mangoes? So 15 annas, of course, Swaminathan thought. So he thought about it. Yes, 15 annas, that is. But how could that be its price? Just a price. So that is only, how could it be just price? Yes, he fixed it, means if he fixed it, why should we give that one? Like that he started to argue with that. So it was very well for Rama to expect it in his avarice. So it was very well for Rama to expect it in his avarice. Avarice means extreme greed for wealth. Avarice means, avarice, A-V-A-R-I-C. Avarice means extreme greed for wealth. Extreme greed for wealth. So this is not the correct. This more and more money he is going to earn for wealth. He wanted to become rich in overnight, like that he thought about Rama. But was it the right price? So is it the correct price, correct cost for that? And then there was the obscure point whether the mangoes were ripe or not. So that is here, and even he said so, and there was an obscure point. Obscure point means not clearly expressed. So some hidden point. Obscure means not clearly expressed. Not clearly expressed. So here he didn't express in the question that whether those mangoes were ripen or unripen. So that is also not clearly given. So that obscure point, whether they not clearly express that point, whether those mangoes were ripen or unripen properly. If they were ripe, 15 annas might not be improbable price. Suppose if they were ripe, suppose if those mangoes were ripe, 15 annas were not be improbable price. So improbable means not likely to be correct, true. So those are not to be somewhat true price. If only he could share more light on this point. If only he could share more light on this point. So in that way, if he says that, we can take it, but it is otherwise it is too much of cost. So that means here what is he doing? This Swaminathan concentrated. Why did he fix that amount and how much it is? And this is Rama is wanted to become rich. He wanted to sell the amount for the mangoes for the high cost. That is only he was thinking. But actually what is here? It's a general question. Suppose if a pen is the cost of 3 rupees, how much cost would be the 4 pens? Yes, 3 into 4, 12, right? So like this, it's a simple question, but here he didn't think in that way. So he was completely thinking why he fixed the price, why is he selling that mangoes for the people that much of cost, like that he stopped there. So he was not thinking about it. So like that, how the children sometimes they think differently, so without taking the proper point. So that we can see in the lesson in father's presence. In father's presence. So here this father is somewhat patiency. That's why he had given different questions also. Father didn't say anything. But what about you? Can you think in that way? No. Right? So of course all the ways we can think, but stupidly, blindly we cannot go. Okay, ma. So this is our lesson in father's presence, how the child behaved. Okay, how his knowledge was, that we can see in this lesson. Okay, read the lesson 2 to 3 times, all of you.